What's going on, guys? I'm Maze, here with my review of the latest Pokemon Sun and Moon anime episode. Episode 67, Shining Love, Spinning Poipole. I'll let you know now too, that this episode is the last episode for 1 week as the anime is having a mini break. So, the next episode will air on April 6th. With that information and title now said though, get relaxed everybody, as I will now jump right into this episode review. So the episode begins off with Poipole finding Pokédan having a lonely stroll in the water. But Poipole only cares about his electric light and accidentally annoys him, then scaring him once he sees Poipole enjoy being paralyzed. And I swear to God, this entire scene was just so cute. Anyway, Poipole then remembers Pikachu because of this electric attack and decides to go find it, which it does the next day, getting Pikachu's attention at the Pokemon school with its poison attack, then Pikachu deciding to run off with Poipole. Meanwhile though, Sophocles was doing a presentation, but I'll save my thoughts on that for later. Regardless, once the presentation is over, it's time for lunch, which Ash has a Pikachu burger for the Pokemon to enjoy. But bruh, I wish I had that, it actually looks good. Anyway, the classmates then notice Pikachu is missing and decide to go look for him instead, Rowlet being the eye in the sky. While meanwhile, Poipole decides to bond with Pikachu by giving it a fruit, and once it sees Pikachu cut the fruit in half and give the other half to it, it then nuzzles Pikachu, which is just so precious. It legit really admires Pikachu due to its electric type emitting light, which is just cute enough already. Regardless, Rowlet then appears and Poipole thought it was gonna hurt Pikachu, so it uses a poison attack on Rowlet, which poisons it badly, annoying Pikachu, which then makes Poipole cry, as it was only trying to help. Pikachu then forgives it though, and decides to go find Ash and the classmates to heal Rowlet, Poipole helping too. But bruh, Poipole crying was actually sad to me, it had that kind of effect. It's just too cute, man, I can't express it enough. On the way to Ash and the classmates though, Team Rocket's Mimikyu notice Pikachu and Poipole, which then alerts Team Rocket, and they decide to go catch Pikachu and even Poipole due to finding out that Poipole is a rare Pokemon and could even be an Ultra Beast. When they attack though, Ash, who decided to leave the Pokemon School to find Pikachu, then stopped Team Rocket's attack, got into a battle, and of course won. That's simple. He then notices this rare Pokemon though with no Pokédex entry, and of course Rowlet being poisoned. So he decides to take both of the Pokemon to the Ultra Guardian base. Which at the Ultra Guardian base, Rowlet then successfully gets healed by Lily. And for some reason this actually gave Lily the idea that Lily could become a Pokemon doctor / nurse, as we are still waiting for her to have a goal. I just find it to be a cool idea. Do you guys agree? Let me know in the comments down below. But regardless of that, once that happens, Lusamine then appears on screen and comes up with the conclusion that Poipole, who Ash introduced to them, is an Ultra Beast and will name it, in fact, Poipole. However, because they don't know where the Ultra Wormhole is that it came from, they decide to make it join the Ultra Guardians, with Ash being the owner of Poipole. So of course, he then decides to catch it. But Poipole thought Ash was trying to play, so it was dodging every Beast Ball. However, Ash then taught Poipole how to get into a Pokeball after Lily suggested that maybe Poipole thought it was a game, then successfully catching it. Hey, the closest thing to a legendary Pokemon that Ash will have. That's awesome. But regardless of that, I do also want to say that I love how Ash had to teach Poipole how to get in the Pokeball. It was just so cute and it acts like a kid, which, Poipole is just such a good Pokemon, guys. But that concludes the story actually. So with that said now, let's now move on to my overall thoughts of this episode. Firstly for the story, I believe it was a nice simple story with a good focus on Poipole, the new introduced main character. However, this episode also does have some small issues too, so it is pretty mixed for me. But let's focus on the good parts first. Poipole. I loved watching it in this episode, and why that is because one, its personality. It's like a kid who's always hyper, wanted to have fun, which I find pretty nice. Also, just overall too, it is very cute look and voice wise. I legit want a Poipole plush now too because of this episode. It's making me like the Pokemon in general even more. Anyway, for the second reason, I am just so interested in its backstory too. Like I've explained in multiple discussion videos now, I believe it lives in a world with no light because the Necrozma took it away, most likely some area in Ultra Megpocalypse. I can never say that name correctly. Anyway, if I am right about this theory, I am just so excited to see this whole plot play out. I really like the Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon plot, which this is. There is some evidence to back this up too, which is my claim that Poipole loves light, which I've stated in multiple discussion videos too, because why would it love light so much? It has to be a new experience to it, and it's the reason why it's so attracted to electric types, specifically Pikachu, because their electric type emit a lot of light. So yeah, I just cannot wait to see this Necrozma plot and Poipole's backstory play out soon. I bet your Poipole will evolve into Magneto around that time too, to battle Ultra Necrozma, which would be so brilliant and epic to see. I mean, come on guys, look, I'm speculating so much now, that must show how hype I am about Poipole's backstory. Anyway, I do also want to say that I love the idea so much of Poipole being attracted to those electric attacks. It makes logical sense, which feels satisfying. I also really love the relationship it has with Pikachu because of that. It's very cute. Finally, for Poipole though, let's talk about its capture. I like how Lucamine told Ash to catch it because it is an Ultra Beast. I can pretty much help them for now while they find the correct Ultra Wormhole to its home. But just imagine Ash commanding Poipole to battle an Ultra Beast. That would be pretty sweet. I beg to differ, it can do much at the moment, but still, I am excited to see it in some kind of action soon and to get some nice, hopefully, development. Another reason why I like this capture so much too is because it's the closest thing ever that Ash has had to a legendary Pokemon, which just makes me so happy. We've been waiting for something like this for 21 years. Also, Poipole fits Ash's team very well in my opinion, and his personality for sure will shine, which will just make me adore this Pokemon even more. If it doesn't evolve and get much action though, although I'm confident it will become a Magneto, anyway, I will still love the Pokemon because of its personality. You don't need to be a strong Pokemon to be entertaining. And yes, I took that quote straight out of my latest video, which if you haven't seen that yet, there's an iCard on screen right now. For sure the hardest I've ever worked on a video. Regardless of that, going back on track, although this is cool for Ash as a Poipole, I think all of us can agree that it will for sure get released soon though. There's no way I can see the anime letting Ash keep an awesome Pokemon like this. Plus, like I said, Lucamine wants it to return to its homeworld anyway, although I'm sure we will see Ash and Poipole have a teary end when they must depart. Anyway, enough speculation. That should have been its own video to be honest. So I'll put discussion in the title too if there's room. Anyway, finally, for the good parts of this episode, I can't help but appreciate the little things too, such as Togedemaru crying when Pikachu went missing, because of course it has a crush on it. I like the continuity of the series, it feels so satisfying and I just remember it all the time when we see Team Rocket do their donut job. And finally, we have Meowth feeling happy that Litten evolved. That was just sweet, and I love seeing all the characters' blind reaction on this. You guys may not think much about these scenes, but something's just happened to my opinions on film and TV lately that I can't just help but admire the small details too. It adds more experience and even makes me smile. So yeah, I just can't help but like all this stuff. Anyway, there was actually one section I dodged, which is Sophocles giving a presentation about stargazing from the Ula Ula Observatory. I love that scene so much, even if it was little. And why that is because Sophocles has a kind of goal now. He stated that he wants to meet Pokemon that live in outer space, which is great that he has a somewhat goal like all the other classmates, except Lily, as they had their goals stated. So thank you for finally giving us something, Pokemon anime creators. This will for sure give Sophocles time to shine in future episodes too. Most specifically, in my opinion, in the Ula Ulan Island arc, when the classmates actually go to this observatory. Also, to top this off, I also like how we got a cameo of Molayne, and how Sophocles admires him so much. It all just fits so well, even if it was such a little scene. Like I said, I can't help but admire this all so much, especially because Sophocles was so useless before. Anyway, that's all the good parts I had to say for this episode, so let's now move on to the nitpicks. which firstly, I wish we got to see Ash and Poipole interact more before Ash caught it. Yes, I like the idea of Ash having a Poipole, and yes, Lusamine told him to catch it, but still, it would be nice to see more interactions beforehand to truly see that they are friends. But I guess we shall see that grow in the next episodes, and we did get a nice ending scene for this episode too, of Poipole having fun with Ash and his Pokemon. But still, I just really wanted to see more interactions. Another nitpick I have of this episode though, is that I wish Poipole admired Pikachu a little bit longer before this episode happened, so it feels like it had been following Pikachu for quite a long time to make the build up feel more nice. And finally, to top these nitpicks off, I also wish we got to see more of the Pikachu and Mimikyu battle, as there was a big focus on it in the previews, which made me think that we would. So that's disappointing that we didn't. But overall, with all these nitpicks combined, I'm not gonna knock off too many points on the rating, as I still enjoyed the majority of the episode. With that story section now stated though, let's now move on to what I thought about the animation and music aspects of this episode. Firstly, for the animation, it was nice throughout the whole thing, but I actually don't have any highlights, which is disappointing, but still, it's good that the animation was fluid. Although, I don't like this bit here. Rowlet is so small, it's not meant to be. Anyway, as for the music aspects though, it was alright in this episode, and I only have two highlights. That being the tune that played when the gang found out Pikachu went missing, as it was kinda sad which fit well with the scene, and finally the Pokemon Sun and Moon title theme that played when Ash saved Pikachu. That surprisingly fit well too, and is just nice to listen to. However, one nitpick for the music section is that I did not like the applause sound effects that they used in this episode. It was way too many hands when there's only 7 people in the Pokemon school room. But hey, whatever. Overall, with everything I've said in this video though, I've decided to give this episode a rating of 6.5 out of 10. I feel like that's fair. It's a decent story with nice moments, but some unfortunate nitpicks. Also, I surprisingly got everything correct in my preview discussion / breakdown. That makes me feel happy and proud too. I'm sorry I couldn't make one in episode 68 though. I woke up kinda late. But I'll try my best to do one when the episode 69 preview comes out. But regardless of that, let me know in the comments down below what you guys actually thought of this episode. And in fact, any theories you have regarding Poipole, seeming as I did a little bit of a theory in this video too. I'd love to hear your opinions. But for now, that wraps it up for this video. So if you enjoyed, then be sure to leave a like and a subscribe for future Pokemon content. It helps out a ton. You'll also become a member of the Entity Squad. For now, this is Entity Maze, signing out. Thank you for watching.